So when this guy first started in the NHL, he started with a bang because he broke the world record for the youngest player in NHL history to score a goal. Now, this Sunbury, Ontario native was taken in the 74 NHL amateur draft by Chicago. They joke with him, they call him Granny because, he's sort of like, I guess, old-fashioned. Now, we're going to talk about the legend of Grant Mulvey. Now, Grant Mulvey was born in Sudbury but grew up in Merritt, BC. Now, he played the majority of his career with Chicago BlackHawks, part of a very strong team in the late 1970s that weren't the Stanley Cup level of earlier in the decade, but still strong nonetheless. Now, the reason why he retired from the NHL quite early, had some severe injuries, despite the fact he came within 40 goals one season with Chicago and probably one of the better players of the early 1980s. Now, he first came to major prominence with the Penticton Broncos of the BCHL, where he had 85 points in 55 games. Now, next season with the Calgary Centennials, he had 62 points in 68 games, including 31 goals. Now, when I talk record breaker, he was the youngest player that had 18 months, 1 year, to score an NHL goal, October 19th, 1974. And he also holds the NHL record for most goals in a period, 4 in the first period against St. Louis on February 3rd, 1982. Now, he also scored 5 goals in that game. So, Chicago records he holds: most goals in one game, 5. Most goals in one period, 4. And most points in one game, 7 from that same contest. Now, he led Chicago in goals in 79-80 with 39. He was the playoff leader for Chicago in 77. Now, he was the NHL's youngest full-time player in the 75-75 season, starting the season just 3 weeks after his 18th birthday. Now, how it happened with the 74 draft, players that were turning 18 at the start of the season were eligible to be drafted, so he was drafted at a 17-year-old. Now, we're talking about the injuries. Here's where it started. He missed part of 76 with a broken foot. He missed part of 81 with a shattered left arm in a game against Chicago on December 20th, 1980. Now, the injury required surgery with doctors inserted 8 pins, a plate, and a graft of a bone from Mulvey's hip in order to repair the forearm. He was out for pretty much most of the season, and a lot of people feel he never really recovered. Now, 82-83, his season was ended by a knee injury in Chicago game against Buffalo on October 20, 1982. Now, surgery was done on him as well. Now, he was property of Pittsburgh from October 3rd to 83, but never played for the parent club. Now, he missed a part of the season with bruised ribs and injuries sustained in January 84. Now, New Jersey gave him a chance to recover his career, but he decided to retire after being released by New Jersey in August of 1984. Now, statistical wise, his record was broken by a day. Actually, Alexander Barkov surpassed his feat in 2013 by scoring a goal at 18 years, 31 days. But technically, it depends. I would figure that's just nitpicking. I think Mulvey's record should still stay up because, he was highly regarded when he came to the NHL. Now, Mulvey post hockey has dedicated much of his time and his retirement to his family, business, and the Chicago Blackhawk Alumni Association. He's an active board member and treasurer for the alumni, and he also gives back on a number of levels to many great charities he feels like supporting. Now, Mulvey has also worked with Top and Barrel for a number of years and has been senior vice president of sales. Now, his brother Paul Mulvey was also a very talented player as well, who also played in the NHL. Now, Mulvey's best season, like I was saying, is 1980, 65 points, including 39 games. But you never know what levels he could have reached. The injuries were just, especially a forearm injury, where most of your strength as a hockey player comes from the upper body. And Mulvey played a rough game too. He was a heavy penalty getter. Now 82 as part of their cup run when Denny Savard was there. That's, I think, was his last gasp at a Stanley Cup. We all know that Vancouver advanced through. But my God, when Mulvey was rolling, the old Blackhawks of the mid to late 70s, it was great to watch in the games against Toronto, where Mulvey would just use his speed. But drafted 16 overall by the Hawks in '74, some people felt he was a steal at number 16 because it was not just the points; it was the aggressive play, and he knew how to get the puck, out of the corner. By the way, we're talking about Paul Mulvey. His brother actually played at the same time he was in the NHL, mostly for Washington, the Kings, and Pittsburgh. And the reason why I'm mentioning this, his brother also played for the Moncton Alpines as well. So, it's quite interesting. But Paul came up through the Edmonton Oil King program and the Portland Winterhawks. A little bit better stats, but, Grant and Paul, I would like to see them on the same line. It'd be interesting how that would play out. I think it'd be nice for the NHL to see. Just like the Sutters, very tough. Anyway. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening. Give me a like, comment, or subscribe. We're trying to build up subscriptions to monetize this and try to make donations towards minor hockey. But if you do like the podcast, please make a donation to your local minor hockey or women's hockey programs. I know they would really appreciate it, because sometimes $5-10 doesn't seem much, but it could go a long way towards paying referee and ice fees for young teams that need the support from all aspects of minor hockey. Thanks for listening. Bye.